Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Thank you for being here. Hope that all is well with you in your world. Thank you for your support and the love that you show us. I love reading your comments in the evenings and just knowing that you're there for us, for each other, and to help this journey in our 60s. I'm really grateful for you. But anyway, I hope that everything is fine in your life. I know that the world around us spins on, and we try our best to make sense of it, and and do things that fulfill our passion and our purpose in life. And I want to talk to you about something today that may not interest everybody, but I think it will intrigue you all. So I hope that it's of value. My tea today is cassis. It's a blackcurrant drink. It's really bright red. It's a pucka tea. And it's really delicious, refreshing. And I actually got it with a bit of lemon. So that was a nice combination. But anyway, hope that you've all got something to drink and relax and enjoy with me here today. Now, the topic I wanted to chat about was starting a passion business. Now, many of you probably don't want to start a business in your 60s. You've done your thing and you've ended your careers. But I think a lot of us are intrigued by people who have done this, and we support them. We shop with them. At least I do. I think that shopping local, shopping with small business is a really nice strategy, and high streets are great. There's lots to see, but people that take the time to start a business based on their passion, they have my support 100%. And it's hard. It's really hard. And of course, I speak from personal experience because 60 and Me was my passion business that I started 5 years ago. And over that time, I've really learned so much about what really goes into making a successful business, the issues and challenges that you personally can go through. And I've actually had a couple of other businesses in addition to 60 and Me, and I'll talk to you about that in just a second. But I think it involves a bit of courage. And it also involves a tenacity. That's the word. If it was one word, perseverance or tenacity, these are words for starting a new business. And I was looking at my cards this morning. I look at a new card from our deck of Aging Beautifully every day. And I just find every day there's something that relates to my life. It's just, this little deck is just fabulous. It's got a whole bunch of cards, lots of wonderful, wonderful pictures. And it's actually got on the other side, a quote. So every day you can choose one, and hopefully gives you some inspiration for, living life fully in your 60s. We designed these just for older women who have a very different set of things on their mind, and I think you'll find them wonderful. And you can check on the link below if you're interested in this particular deck. And I'll read you this one because it really struck me. It's called Never Give Up. Yes, never give up. It's really true. If you're starting a business or any kind of initiative, really, it's really important. So here it goes. It says, you didn't make it this far by giving up when the going got tough. Your future will be filled with challenges waiting to become opportunities. Embrace them. You are too special to give it up now. You deserve everything that this life has to offer. So take it. Isn't that nice? And it's just such a jolt into action for the day. It gives you something to think about in a very positive way. So the topic here about passion businesses. Now, I mentioned to you that I'd actually started another business that was one online business, and then one that was a store. And I'll tell you this story because it really was a fascinating experience for me. I was still working full-time at Microsoft, and so I did this business as a sort of secondary thing, and I had someone managing the shop for me. But it was called Passion for India. I love India. I love the fabrics there. I love the clothing and color. So I set up a little shop in Seattle called Passion for India. And it was a beautiful shop. I loved it. I worked there every weekend when I wasn't working at Microsoft. And it was just the most incredible place. I got to go to India several times to buy stuff to put in the shop. And my friend Veena was providing some help from her base in Jaipur. And well, anyway, the shop was great. Was there for 4 years, and I loved every second of it. It was really, really hard. At first, nobody, this is quite a while ago, this was over 15 years ago, so nobody was really knowing what India was all about, really. I mean, they did, but no one was buying stuff from India. So our prices were very, very good, but they were all handmade products. And people would come in almost like a museum, like I'll meet you at Passion for India. And people would show up and just walk around the shop in awe at the camel cart and the saris. And it was like, you need to buy something, guys. This is what the shop is here for. But anyway, it's typical with retail. But it got better as time went on. But then 9/11 happened in the States, and everything, all the shops shut basically in Seattle for several months. No one went shopping, and we decided to give up the lease. So that was my one passion. But from that and from 60andMe, I have learned that the number one mistake, there's one mistake that everybody makes when they start a passion business, most people make, is they fail to see that it's more than just a hobby. It's more than just a passion. Nobody cares about your passion business, honestly. Nobody cares about how much you enjoy it or how much you get from it. What they care about is whether it's solving a problem for them or whether it's giving them some joy. So that's really important, is if you consider this, I'm doing this because I love books. I'm doing this because I love to cook. I'm doing this because I love to sell Indian fabrics. It just is not going to work. It's not until you start thinking how many scarves you have to sell in order to pay the rent that you start to realize, you know, what this is all about. So and people who start these kinds of passion businesses do everything themselves. So they really try to be, and they overwork and overstretch, and in doing that, try to take on things that are not their core competency. So I think you end up burning out or just hating the business. And that's the worst thing that can happen because it was your passion. So you need to do more than just what you love. And we've written about this before. And I think that anyone who's starting any kind of business, jewelry business, fashion, soap making, food, whatever you're thinking of doing, you've got to think about it as more than just a passion, and you've got to see what need it is or problem it is solving for a consumer. And you can actually, there's nothing wrong with, you know, doing something that everyone else is doing or many people are doing, because competition is based on quality and, you know, your product is unique because it's yours. But I think you can actually create something new, or, you know, something similar, or you can just go for what you really, really love. But be sure to know that you can't do everything yourself. This is honestly the most important thing. When I started 60andMe 5 years ago, my son and I wrote every article. You know, I wrote everything. We published the content, did all the website, did everything. And I pretty much did it all by myself to start with. And then we realized that putting into place some programs, some strategies, some initiatives was going to help us. And now we have over 200 writers who write for 60andMe as bloggers, and we share their work and their books and their lives with our community. We all match up, and that saves a lot of my time to do this. To do videos. This takes me a lot of hours every day and every night and weekends. And I've learned that you've got to share things around. You just can't do it all yourself. We can't treat our passion and our work as a hobby. So we have to give up some of the responsibility to other people who can do your accounting, do your taxes. You can't try to stretch yourself so far that you just end up, as I said, burning out. So doing what you love absolutely helps you with those 12 to 14 hour days. You just got to do it, and you've got to keep going. And even when you're super tired, you've got to just keep doing it. Keep doing videos, keep writing articles. That's what loving the business will give you, that strength and that energy. But it won't give you a viable business. And I think that is so important when you're doing your planning in pre-retirement for what you're going to do when you retire. Just remember that. Yes, go ahead, do something that you love. It's totally fine. But it's not, your passion's not going to create a viable business. You've got to work hard at that. And that's where never give up comes in. Seriously, this is where you've got to never give up. Because if you think that you just do what you love and the money will follow, that's going to be an uphill struggle. I hope this has been helpful. I hope that the people that are thinking about starting new businesses, because believe me, you're going to need some money in your 70s, 80s, 90s. We're living longer. We've got lots of energy, and you're going to need a little extra now and again to fund all this if you haven't already done that. So if you think that just doing what you love and the money will follow, it's going to work. Is that good advice, do you think? I'd love to know what you think about this. Are you thinking of starting a business? What are your secrets for getting going? So anyway, I do hope that you found this useful and inspiring, and that my own mistakes have helped you perhaps in your journey. But thank you again for being here. Thanks as always for your support. Check out our Patreon group, which is where we're, this is a business we're running here at 60andMe too, and we don't charge a membership fee. We hope that some people who can afford it will support us, and so we opened a patreon.com/60andMe account. It's a really cool community. I do private, exclusive videos. We do things there that no one else does. We have live shows every month where we get together in a smaller group and talk about things more personally. And you're welcome to join that. We would very much appreciate your support. It is a time-consuming and expensive lifestyle, and I'm doing it for you guys. So thank you so much for your support. Right, so tell us whether you're starting a new business. We'd like to know what you're up to. So take good care, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Go out there and do something fun for yourself, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye for now.